मीठे मीठे मौसम मिले हैं जहाँ। फिर आ गया, शर्म ना आई गई, शर्म नहीं आई। अरे वो लाइट गई ना, वो तो पीसी तो मैंने आज पता नहीं क्यों मेरा वो था, तो मैंने गलती से उस पर लगा रखा है इन्वर्टर वाले प्लग पे, ठीक है। बट हुआ क्या कि वो ऑल ऑफ अ सडन वो लाइट जाती है ना, तो वो साला वाईफाई फ्लक्चुएट हो जाता है। भले ही वो वाईफाई साला मैंने वो इन्वर्टर प्लग पे लगा रखा है, तो उसमें पता नहीं क्या एमसीबीसी कर ली उसने अपनी, एंड बूम मेरे साथ धोखा हो गया। मैं क्या कहूँ। आवाज आ रही है नीचे सही? सब कुछ बढ़िया, एक नंबर। वापस यार बढ़िया चल गई थी स्ट्रीम उस टाइम पे, एक आधे नए बंदे भी आए, बट उसके बाद डेड हो गई चैनल। चैनल कह रहा हूँ, वीडियो 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 वीडियो। एल का इलेक्ट्रीशियन था, इलेक्ट्रीशियन नहीं वाईफाई वाला एल का है भाई, बट कोई बात नहीं। वी आर बैक, एंड ये होपफुली लाइट करना जाए। तो नीचे आवाज़ गेम की सही है, मेरी सही है, मेरी और गेम के अलावा ये जो मैंने नया अभी वो बना रखा है थंबनेल पे, बढ़िया सेक्सी सा, ये सेक्सी लग रहा है, तुमको भी लग रहा है सेक्सी? स्ट्रीम पे जो भी है क्या सबको सेक्सी लग रहा है? पता नहीं क्यों मैं सेक्सी करके सेक्सी बोल रहा हूँ, बट ठीक है। बट इज इट लुकिंग गुड गाइज? हाँ, ये कहाँ से मिला मुझे? आई एक्चुअली डोंट नो व्हाई एंड हाउ आई गेट दैट, सो आई विल जस्ट यूज दैट। भीगे भीगे मौसम के लिए नीचे लाइक करना होता है, लाइक।
Test and know my will.
Without further ado,
Judgment.
light your dust.
रोल।
Each deed will be judged. Test
Why नीचा जी? Why you wanna see roll? Why you wanna see me cry?
concluded.
नीचा you want me see dislike done? Dislike नहीं करना होता नीचा, पागल वागल है क्या? तू dislike कर देगा तो मैं क्या करूँ? अब एक NCS प्लेलिस्ट बनानी है बढ़िया सी, साला टीवी पे चला दो, गाने नहीं देते ना, स्ट्रीम पे गाने नहीं आए। मैंने मिस कर दिया पहला ही।
Each deed will be judged.
Light your dust.
मिस पहला ही मेरे को लग जाता है।
Test
15 सेकंड, सॉरी। भीगे भीगे मौसम मिले हैं यहाँ।
concluded.
40। So this is how my dailies are being completed. Return to lobby, exit navigation, boom. ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये सब तो होता रहेगा धीरे धीरे। करने तेरे को देखने, पुल देखने कर दूं? कर दूं तहलका ऑमलेट? मैंने वो देखा शायद सिंगशू कहीं पे। हाँ ये रहा, ये ऊपर होता है क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसा लगता है। इसको पहले देखते हैं, यहाँ से करता हूँ जाके। 20 रोल पे करूँ नीचे? 2 ही रोल तो बच रहे हैं। अबे हर बार ये सुअर कैसे आ ही जाता है, मतलब कैसे ना कैसे। 18 रोल तो है नीचा। एक स्टोरी करते हैं, 20 रोल होते हैं, 20 रोल होते ही कर दूंगा। तो बेसिकली अभी 10 बज रहे हैं। होपफुली 11 साढ़े 11 तक हो जाएंगे। 2 रोल इजी। बैम्बू शूट्स इजी कलेक्टिंग भाई।
Flurry of frost and autumn leaves. How they scatter. How they I knew you'd come today. I haven't been here long, actually. This must be exactly what they mean by great minds thinking alike, and the understanding shared by kindred spirits. No, he hasn't. He did see me reading as I practiced my swordsmanship, and he did sigh, shake his head, and make gestures with his feet and hands. But he didn't ask for the book back. Well, my guess is that this
So
was
sorry,
my
I'm back,
father's
guys.
idea. He's always told me to practice my calligraphy more and pen a few more congratulatory notes on behalf of the family.
Okay.
Paimon coming in! Paimon!
Nice.
That way, I could temper my mind and also gradually get in touch with our business partners, which would lay a foundation for my future role in managing family affairs. And besides, I don't know who else could open my brother's bookcase if not my father. But you know me. I'm honestly most afraid of being right. I'd much rather find a quiet spot to practice penmanship on my own than sit there drinking stale tea and listening to staler conversation. So, I came here under the pretext of working my swordsmanship into my calligraphy and gaining the relevant enlightenment from Chronicle of Cleansing ink. That way, I get to do a bit of both. I didn't expect that you'd show up so quickly, though. It seems that my swordplay was quite the effective signal beacon. I've realized that even famous figures have an earnest side to them. They aren't prideful, haughty beings of divine skill as many think. As you can see, this original annotated copy contains some remarks and critiques made by a who's who of swordplay and calligraphy from a previous generation. One can, even if vaguely, glimpse the personalities of those eminent personages shine through. Take this, for example. This is another calligraphy see? This, it sounds like a compliment, but I fear that when he called— Of course, those two often butted heads, but one must, in response, Chiffon penned the follow. And here too. I remember that the one who wrote this was Tianquan at one point. This is what he wrote. Lovely, But you never did learn how there's all sorts of other interesting annotations too. Come on, let me show you. Oh, there's no rush. No rush at all. As my great-grandfather always says, to practice actually, wait. Do you know what time it is right now? Oh, drat. I'm going to be late back. Looks like I'll be getting an earful from my father now. Either way, I've got to go face the music now. I'm sure that will improve, but if you don't want to... Look at me rambling on like this. I'll head back first. See you later.
ये कैसे करूं भाई? हेलो okay. We might ignore this. We just complete or claim the rewards and we will just go to the story quests.
Add Astra.
Huh? Eh? Eh? Okay. We go J. M. Accept the quest and boom.
We haven't. Whoa, the academia sure is busy during the day. But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Traveler, Paimon.
Sino! It's been so long since we last saw.
Welcome back to Sumeru City. I'm delighted to meet you again. So, what brings you back here?
Oh, nothing in particular. Paimon just saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Indeed. Or as I call it, the Biryani factor. You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
Oh, darn, he said it.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
You're exaggerating. It's only 500 Mora.
Hey, 500 Mora is still a lot of snacks to Paimon.
All right. I'll treat you to some desserts later. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
A case? What happened?
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done, we can, you know.
Such enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
What? No! Alright, was it really that obvious?
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work together. All right, follow me.
Paimon is so predictable, to be honest, sometimes.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
Huh? Sino's teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Ah, Sino. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all. That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
10 million mora, what a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million mora, huh? In my tomatoes?
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Paimon's ready too.
All
Let's
right, take a look.
go.
Do you see anything suspicious?
The bottle of elixir.
Yes. Some of the strokes are blurry.
So is there something wrong with the ink?
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained. Almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia. But the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not? Wait, Check this out! Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid, so... tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arov. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Arov. Ah, there he is.
Mahamatra Sino. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young and strapped for cash. Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
Great thinking, Sino. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now? Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the Professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arov. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely...
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Sino shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arov left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. All to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the Professor's movements.
You can't pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
Well, that was over quickly. Sino already caught the guy.
You're telling me. 1 minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Sino. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Uraka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoist Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora. Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring, and kept it for himself instead of reporting it to the academia. Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Araka. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against the Matra's principles.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Okay. Where does this go from here?
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes, and some—
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind you seem confused. Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on all it cost.
Please rest assured, Professor.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator,
We looked into the fact.
Oh, what up? You don't have to seal the— We have to show them.
The relevant authority.
Oh,
Give or take.
very good.
My apologies.
Nice. And is it—
Wait, you mean Tyna?
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the— Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tainari.
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tainari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now. Don't keep us waiting. Not to brag, but we never had problems like this. It was students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Sino after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me. Back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the
हेलो
younger
प्रिंस
students
भाई क्या हाल
acknowledging her
है? यो इतना बात
seniority.
क्या ही लगाया है तुमने, तो मजा आ गया। क्या ही लगाया मतलब? ये
Wow,
नए थीम की बात कर रहे हो ये रील
Are
बोर्ड
you
पे?
sure about this?
हाँ यार मैंने स्ट्रीम चालू करी थी, उस पे लोग भी आए थे यार, मेरा
Oh, don't
वाईफाई ने
worry.
fuck
I
up
thought
कर
I
दिया,
heard
लोग
some
चले
familiar
गए,
voices.
बुरा हुआ।
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last.
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very
अरे तो
well,
मैं और
sir.
चीजें दिखाऊं, ये देखो
glad to
तो मैं
see it.
दिखाता हूँ क्या क्या और मैंने
Have you
किया। देखो
eaten
मेरा
yet?
स्टार्टिंग सूट कैसे
care
दिखता
to
है, और
join
मैं एंड
us?
स्ट्रीम भी दिखाता हूँ, है ना? ये देखो।
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later
ये
tonight.
मेरा
I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
ये देखो, ये मैंने नया बना दिया
Consolation,
पूरा।
more like. You wouldn't believe the day.
So like मेरा starting soon पेज भी अच्छा है अब नया।
Sounds like things
End
have
stream
really
वाला
gone
पेज भी है,
downhill since I
और
was
ये वाला तो
there.
पूरा मैंने custom ही कर
My
दिया।
whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything
अब मेरे को
remotely
एक
like
DP
that.
बनना चेंज करनी है और
I
एक
can't
बैनर
believe how
बनाना है
young the
जो
guy
लाइक
is.
कोई लाइव आएगा तो
what are his
इसके साथ मैं लिख
parents
दूंगा
going to
कि ऑल
think?
लाइव स्ट्रीम एट इतना बजे और इतना बजे।
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just but still, this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always
मेरे
be
लिए please
watching you and
मेरे को
all
इंस्टाग्राम पे
your
बता दो तुम्हें कैसे
secrets.
चाहिए, मतलब क्या?
If this were my son, oh, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime. Oh.
Luckily, I'm also.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming! I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Okay, bye-bye.
मेरे को इंस्टाग्राम पे बता देना तुम्हें क्या
Here
चाहिए,
I
कैसे
am.
चाहिए, क्यों
The
चाहिए।
coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
बट मैं कल दूंगा प्रिंस भाई, देखो आज नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि स्ट्रीम के बाद में बस बंद करके मैं सो जाऊंगा, सो जाता हूँ मैं सीधा स्ट्रीम करने के बाद।
Oh, cute, eh?
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my...
No problem at all. I'll pack.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the...
Good night, Professor. Don't let those
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free...
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in! Right? It's been so
Prince bhai,
long
बताओ
since we
subscriber
did
कैसे
something
बढ़ाए
fun
जाएं?
together. I can't wait.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip.
खेलता ही नहीं.
Just bring your delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
You got it. We'll be there.
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
मैं फ्री फायर नहीं खेलता दोस्त. सारे गेम बोले तो मैं तो जब भी आया भाई मैंने फ्री फायर ही खेलते देखा तुम्हें. आज नहीं आ पाया मैं, जब नोटिफिकेशन आई थी मैं पार्क में घूम रहा था.
Time to set off. Let's head to the southeast of Gandharvaville and...
आज जब तुम्हारी नोटी आई मैं बाहर था कहीं पे.
We're here! Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we... You got it! Dinner's on us tonight! I hope I can contribute too. The other Forest Watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I get.
Wow, camping with a Forest Watcher is the way to go! They think of everything! And even if they don't, they can improvise!
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable.
So Kale chose the path of tactical rich. My dear friend, you know what I am. Excellent. Akin.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Hello.
Firewood?
Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. किसका रिप्लाई नहीं दिया? 4 GB है, क्या ही चलेगा उसके लिए मैंने अरे अरे बोला था मैंने. हाँ मतलब मुझे उसके अलावा उस पर समझ ही नहीं आया क्या बोलूँ, तो मैंने अरे अरे बोल के छोड़ दिया.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always.
Paimon be like, always, खाना आने दो.
Oh, it smells so good.
Someone
Wait, what? Hey, if it works for steak.
Medium well.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for any...
Oh, that was so delicious. I ate a lot too.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't...
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place.
Good night. Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take care of the traveler.
That reminds me of a
सारी
parting
saving
king of
कैसी की तैसी हो गई,
invocations.
क्या हो गया सरप्राइज भाई?
Oh,
What happened?
I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well and sweet dreams.
What happened? अच्छा हाँ, मैं थोड़ा सा भुलक्कड़ आदमी हूँ, पता है ना तुम्हें. मेरा विनायक मॉडरेटर मेरे को दादाजी बोलता है.
I think they should all be
याददाश्त की
here.
वजह से.
Traveler? Paimon? Are you in there?
Look at this.
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Evidently.
What? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this? Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! Oh, hey them, Kave! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? There they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are, and so are the...
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things.
He was hosting a dinner for Sino, Tainari, Kale, and the Traveler in Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take the...
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye. Give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like...
Interesting.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. In the crisscross, it bears a striking
Whose emblem is?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
Genshin क्या है Genshin?
After discussing it with each other, this was a long way to come from the city. I'll hasten then, just as we...
hold on, so what?
Something's up, huh? Give me a second.
कोई नहीं, आज के लिए सिर्फ साइनो की क्वेस्ट रखेंगे. साइनो की क्वेस्ट खत्म करके आज हम भी सो जाएंगे. और बताओ. मेरे को बस वो निकालनी है, मतलब पुल जो बार निकल जाए ना, कैरेक्टर निकल जाए ना, उसके बाद तो मेरा भी ऐसा है कि मतलब
at least that's what they tell the outside world. Historically speaking, by contrast, none of the academia.
So the Temple of Silence?
It's possible.
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like...
Did you forget? He did a stint as...
Oh, yeah!
If you're asking...
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem students only 60?
You said you ran into Cyrus.
Yep.
Given that Cyrus is...
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover... We should pay a...
Yes.
If this situation is connected...
Kale, could I trouble Traveler?
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Lofi song, no copyright.
Here we are. This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Sino moves fast. If he was here, he's probably long gone by now.
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness.
We're looking for Sino. So, he's already been here.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to. It must have alarmed Sino, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this was all about. How serious is it?
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home...
Professor, did you hear that a student recently...
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Sino hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Sino told him to contact the Corps of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Sino.
Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his just desserts.
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Academia. That's why Sino was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities. I was there while they were going back and forth over it.
So Cyrus and...
Oh, dear. Oh.
Thank you.
What does it say?
Yep, that sounds like Sino. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. Traveler, Paimon, let's head to the Academia and regroup.
Let's head to the... मैं 1 मिनट में आया, ठीक है?
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, if someone stops to listen, I hope it provides a moment of peace all the same.
I'm big. कहाँ जाना रे? कितने चली ओए? अच्छा कितने अबे? यहाँ से भी नीचे है ना? अब fuck कैरेक्टर की भूल गया. मैं ताल लगाना भूल गया था. मैं ताले में ही चाबी लगा के छोड़ दी थी. ताल लगाना जब शाम बाद में लगा रहा था मैं. तो वही देख रहा था चाबी नहीं मिल रही भैंस की टांट. अच्छा देख मैंने देखा घर वालों ने देखा भी चप्पल खाता मैं. हाँ वेयर विंड मेट इंसेन ग्राफिक क्वालिटी न्यूली लॉन्च. आलू आलू क्या चल रहा है आजकल गेम में? अभी तो गेम वापस चालू किया है सर. मैं तो बीच में स्ट्रीम थोड़ी सी छोड़ दी थी. वापस ही एक्टिव हुए हैं. मैंने देखो थंबनेल वंबनेल पूरा थंबनेल कह रहा हूँ थंबनेल वंबनेल बिल्कुल सेक्सी सा बना दिया ये भी नया बना दिया
You're here?
लाइव स्ट्रीम का पेज
I thought you were going after...
ताकि सेक्सी
I
सा लगे
guess
सब
you
कुछ
lost their trail.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Sino got
रोड भी
there
सर
before
फेमस
us,
फेमस
but
कराओ
he
थोड़ा
was
सा
long
यार
gone by
चैनल
the
चूल
time we
करो
arrived.
बहुत हो गया
He didn't say where he was going?
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go after him.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Sino. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire academia collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora.
I see.
So, how do we...
He doesn't know.
Memphis and Ara also, the true Temple of Silence. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago. Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been at its roots. It was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years!
So how did Cyrus become
555,
acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left...
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Sino. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
और 750 वाला गिवअवे तब होगा जब 750 सब्सक्राइबर होने के बाद
He must have recognized it right away.
मेरी मोनेटाइजेशन भी खुल जाएगी which means watch hours maybe मैं
He probably hoped to
अगले
take care
मंडे
of
से
the whole
वीडियोस
thing
भी
by
रेगुलरली
himself.
Since the
डालूं
desert is where the
रेगुलरली
Temple of
मींस
Silence
हर हफ्ते 2
originated,
वीडियोस सोच रहा
that
हूं
is in
मैं
all likelihood where Cyrus went.
एक तो डलेगी
have to
हर
go
मंडे
after him.
पोकेमोन गो की जिसमें मैं
Really?
एक पोकेमोन को लेवल 50
Are you
कर
sure that's a
दूंगा
good idea with how you respond to the
ठीक
heat?
है
Why don't we send someone
चिट
else?
निकलेगी यस चिट
I should be
निकलेगी
fine,
मतलब
as
जिस
long
दिन
as I
होगा ना
bring
कि वो
plenty
उस
of
दिन हम
water.
जो बंदे एक्टिव
Besides,
होंगे उस दिन
I
चैट
just
पे
can't
उन्हीं से
shake this
पूछा जाएगा
ominous feeling that
कि
if we don't catch up to
क्या
them
करना है चिट
soon...
पे क्या करना है चिट पे इन सेंस ऑफ मतलब कैसी क्या चाहिए चिट पे बेसिकली दे वांट द रूलेट कि स्पिन द व्हील वाला एंड स्पिन द व्हील में क्या होगा जिसका नाम आता जाएगा उसको बाहर करते चलेंगे तो लास्ट वन स्टैंडिंग विल बी द विनिंग
It's a pleasure to meet you, traveler. And
उसके
several
अलावा एक ऑप्शन
independent
है कि गेस द
eyewitnesses have
नंबर
reported seeing Cyrus and Ma. I was going to suggest that
मैं
you
कुछ
join
बड़ा सा
forces
नंबर
with
रख
the
दूंगा
core of
between
30
1
in
to
this case.
10,000
However,
जो पहले
as I'm
गेस
sure
कर
you've
देगा
already heard from all Hatham
वो
and
जीत जाएगा
Kaveh, the Temple of Silence is involved. The Academia has
तो
made
एक
a number
ऑप्शन
of
है कि
decisions
चैट उस
throughout
टाइम जो
history
एक्टिव
that
होगा
I'm
चैट लिखने
ashamed
पे
to
उसके बाद
talk
एक
about.
रैंडम
It may
सिलेक्शन डाल
well
देंगे
be that no
बैम
better choice was available to them, but I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
I understand where you're coming from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile, or risk making things worse.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and...
क्लैन वॉर लीग की भी लाइव कर सकते हैं सारे लॉन्डो को सेम टाइम बुला लेंगे अटैक मारने सर अपने लॉन्डे इतने कड़क नहीं है अभी देखो
We have to get Cyrus and Sino
So I
back
feel like,
safely. We cannot afford to lose them.
I don't feel like कि हमें गेंशिन करनी चाहिए वो भी क्लैन वॉर लीग टू बी ऑनेस्ट क्योंकि हमारा टाउन हॉल वाउन सबके बराबर नहीं है
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude. Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from
मेरे को
Uraka.
मिलेगा
Kaveh,
हमें कोंडा
Scribe Al-Hatham, I'd like to ask you to
Hello?
cover the duties of the House of Dana. Tainari, you are
But
planning to go...
क्लैन सीओसी में कोई अभी आज की डेट में
Kaveh,
फन
I'll
नहीं है ना
be
सर ये तो
okay.
दिक्कत है
You stay
COC
behind to
में
help
there is
Master
no
and I'll
fun
hit them.
for today's date. It's
Well,
all
if you're
about
sure.
grind.
Okay,
Better.
but be careful.
Like top players ऐसे
Thank you all.
fun नहीं हो पाता गेस्ट में।
Arav, let's
पहले
go.
तो मैंने सोचा है 2-4 चीजें ऐड करनी पड़ेंगी जो देखते हैं करूँगा मैं
You'd better get moving.
अभी तो
Don't
मैंने थोड़ा
forget to ask for
सा
help when you need it.
पेज सुंदर दिखाया है।
Will do. Let's go, Tighnari. Hopefully we can catch up with Sino before it's too late.
टुरुरु,
Knowing him,
टुरुरु।
he's probably covered a fair distance already. But we still have a shot. Let's take it.
But what I feel like is COC is not the way to go, to be honest. अबे आना ना।
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they've seen anything.
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but
बाकी सर आप ये कह
still.
सकते हो अपने
It's
लॉन्डो
not my
को
first time.
मेरे चैनल
I'll
को
be
सब्सक्राइब
fine.
सब्सक्राइब करवा दो उन लॉन्डो से बोलो कि 600 सब्सक्राइबर पे
If you're really
इस
going
चैनल को
through
Makes
रखना है
sense.
जब 600 सब्सक्राइबर वाले
Okay.
दिन या 600 सब्सक्राइबर के आसपास एक लाइव स्ट्रीम होगी जिसमें
Thought
गिव
we
अवे
might
होगा
find you here.
तो बेसिकली जो
You're
गेंशिन
trying to
खेलता है
retrace
उनको
Cyrus's
गेंशिन में
steps,
वेलकन
aren't
मिलेगा
you?
और जो गेंशिन नहीं खेलता है
Didn't I tell you not to
उसको
come after
450
me?
रुपए का एक गेम वाउचर दे देंगे
Sorry,
क्योंकि
but we
वेलकन
never
भी मुझे
agreed to that.
450 का पड़ता है
Why
बेसिकली
don't you
तो
go for your own like this?
कोई नॉन
Nothing
गेंशिन प्लेयर
personal.
जीतेगा तो वी विल
It's
गिव हिम
just a complex
450
situation.
Takes a spit. Why so coy today, huh? You
और
only
600
gave us his
सब्सक्राइबर से मैं
age
ज्यादा
and
दूर भी नहीं
description.
हूँ
Why
इट्स
can't
लाइक
you reveal
35
his name? Oh,
सब्सक्राइबर्स
also, hey guys, it's been a while.
वी आर क्लोज ये हो जाएगा ना जो नहीं खेलते हैं उनके लिए भी इट्स लाइक
Candace,
कि
so nice to
करके
see
फायदा
you.
क्या है करके
Actually,
फायदा
seeing
ये है
one of
बेटा
our friends is the whole reason we're here.
You're looking well. Glad to see it.
खाना खा के मैसेज करता ग्रुप पे आई
Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Sino as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's
Hello.
whereabouts. Some people say they saw him.
मैं बढ़िया स्ट्रीम
Guess
कर
he
रहा हूँ
stood out
मस्त
as
चिल
an
गेम
older
खेल
guy
रहा हूँ
heading into the desert alone
कौन
with just
सा?
a sumpter beast in
Genshin
tow
Impact
and
कर रहा हूँ
very few supplies.
क्या?
Genshin Impact लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ
That's gotta be one heck of a story
YouTube
there.
पे?
YouTube पे
Sino,
ये Twitch पे?
it's okay if you
YouTube,
can't
YouTube.
tell us anything about the case. But let us know
चैनल
how
कौन
we
सा
can
चैनल का
support
नाम?
you.
21 ऐसे से डालो
We're here to help
ठीक.
however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you
Oh.
seek.
जोश
No,
तो
it's
मैं
not
इसलिए
that
पहले से ही
simple.
आगे बैठा था मैंने कहा जब ज्वाइन
If
होंगे होंगे
I'm
विशाल भाई
right.
ने कहा था ना
He'll be doing everything he
Anna
can to
Discord
अच्छा
पे।
डिस्कॉर्ड
avoid
की
us.
आवाज क्यों नहीं जा रही
We
ना?
spoke with Zaha
अभी तो
Hadid.
जा रही है
From what she said,
हम
it's
वो
pretty
उसका
clear
हटा
that he
दो।
wants to try and solve this on his own.
इसका हटा दो अभी तो जा
It
रही है
won't be
विशाल
easy
भाई जब
trying
आएंगे
to
तब
find
हटा
him in the
दूंगा ना जब
desert when
कुछ
he's
डिस्कस हो रहा
deliberately
होगा
trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this
तो
is
आज
far
कितनी
more
चीजें पकड़ी आज
complex than we
कितनी
imagined.
रेड्स करी आज आपने?
मैंने आज
Still,
एक भी रेड नहीं
if he
करी
started from Caravan Rebot,
क्यों?
the chances are that his route
मतलब?
took him past our village.
मतलब आज
You
मीटअप
may
मीटअप
as
पे
well
नहीं गई
ask if
किसी?
anyone there has seen
नहीं
him.
मैं बिजी रहता हूँ थोड़ा सा यार दिन के टाइम
My
में
thanks to you both.
Oh.
Once this is resolved, I
तो
will
I'm
find a
not
way to
into-
repay you.
मतलब मैं नहीं जा पाता ये 6 बजे वाले
come
मीटअप
on.
पे मैं वीकेंड्स में ही फ्री रहता हूँ
That's a deal.
All right. So,
अच्छा मतलब
you
जैसे
all
ही
set?
मेन इवेंट्स हो गए।
Yes,
हाँ
we'll handle it
वीकेंड्स
from
हाँ
here.
बेसिकली वही हाँ
Thank you again
बाकी
for
फिर
your
रेड
help.
करने के लिए भी तो चाहिए ना आसपास
I don't
अगर
take it
जल्दी
for
से करनी है
granted.
तो कोई था नहीं आज
All right.
वो फेस्ट की कुछ तैयारी हुई?
गो
Just
फेस्ट की
remember,
तैयारी क्या करनी है
if you change your mind and need
Raid
some
passes?
reinforcements,
पढ़े
we'll be
मेरे
here.
स्टोरेज?
And don't think you'd be
हजार
impulsive.
हजार
कितने
नहीं,
खर्च
sorry.
करती है?
Don't worry,
100
we'll keep
पासिस
him out of
पड़े हैं और
trouble.
अपना 1000 क्या गलती से निकल गया 1000 कितना 2-3 हजार पोकेमोन को मीटअप योस 2-3 हजार
Sino should count
3
us
हजार
off
Poke coin.
Desert test the care.
पोकेमोन है
अच्छा।
100 प्लस पासिस है मेरे पास मेन में और 20-25 पासिस है मेरे पास ऑल्ट में ठीक है
ओह
अब
मतलब
तो-
कितना प्लान है फिर कितना कितना करने का प्लान है?
मेरा कोई
जितनी हो
प्लान
जाए
नहीं है
उतनी?
मेरे पे एक्चुअली म्यूटू शंडो है मेन में और
Hold
मेरी
on.
ऑल्ट में भी
There's a
98
few
है
things I'd like to
तो
clear up.
पर वो भी है ना उसका कुछ
मैं-
फायदा नहीं है
Go on.
मतलब फायदा है
So,
पर मूव का
after you left the
उसके लेवल
campsite,
अनलॉक का भी फायदा
had
है
a longer
यूं
talk.
में।
अब बट मेरा डबल लेगेसी भी है मेरा बेस्ट बडी भी है मेरा लेवल 50 भी है
सही है फिर
So,
तो
Do you have
बेसिकली
any
मुझे सिर्फ
connection
मेगा
with the
एनर्जी
Temple of
चाहिए एंड
Silence?
वो 25-30 जो रेड
I
करूंगा
do.
मैं उससे
Due
लेवल
to
उससे हो
my
जाएगा
unique constitution.
सही है बहुत.
I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I
और
was
रही
younger.
बात स्पेस की तो अभी
Later,
करंटली मेरे पास
I met the
मेन में
professor,
300 स्पेस है और
and
ऑल्ट
he
में
brought me
200
to
है.
Sumeru
बट
City.
मैं रोज
But
कोशिश
my
करता हूँ कि
memory of
50-50
that time
स्पेस
is
खाली
hazy.
कर दूँ तो इट्स गोइंग गुड.
It's a good
मतलब मैं
thing
रोज
that
50
Kaveh
ट्रेड
noticed
कर
the
लेता हूँ
emblem.
अपनी
I did
ऑल्टर
not
मेन में.
recognize that.
Yeah, you're right.
अच्छा मतलब वैसे
I
उसको जो
suspect so.
वाइल्ड वाले
Well,
होते हैं.
speaking of
हाँ.
avoiding things,
I
वाइल्ड
am,
वाले हो
or
गए कुछ जो
rather,
पुराने पड़े हैं. डेली
I
एक
don't
लेजेंडरी
see
हो
how I.
गया.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with
वैसे
you
ना
to
मेरे
the
पास भी ऑल्ट मतलब
It's
मेरी
the
मम्मी के
best
फोन में,
option
पर
now,
वो
if
है
you
कि मैं
try
उसमें
it.
ज्यादा
Fair
प्रैक्टिस
enough.
नहीं, मतलब वही ज्यादा खेलता
then
नहीं
it
हूँ.
works for me.
तो इतने पॉकीमोन है
All
नहीं कि
right,
जिनके साथ मैं
off we go.
जिनसे ट्रेड कर सकूं.
Let's start by seeing what
नहीं
the
तो मैं अपने
guards
वो
here can
दी
tell
भैया के
us.
साथ कर लेता हूँ नजफगढ़ में.
हाँ तुम्हारे पे है ना. नहीं तो फिर मुझे उदित की आईडी लेके उदित की आईडी खोलनी पड़ेगी. बट फिर
Hello.
वो ये उसकी आईडी खोल के थोड़ा
बाय द वे आज
सा
हमारी कम्युनिटी
Sign
वेरीफाई
on.
हो गई और
हाँ
द्वारका की
मैंने
भी हो
पढ़ा.
गई.
द्वारका वाली
So I'd
और
like to
द्वारका और नजफगढ़ कम हो गए.
हाँ.
बढ़िया है. तो बढ़िया है. हमारे पास 3 कम्युनिटीज
A
होंगी
main
अलग अलग.
mentioned
एक से
that. Where
पोके
was
स्टॉप
he
बनाएंगे,
going?
एक से जिम बनाएंगे, एक से
Let me
मीटअप बनाएंगे.
Do you have a map?
तीनों को
Mark
चूसेंगे.
out the direction you.
I have one.
हाँ वो बीच
Mark
में
it
हुआ था
away.
ना. एक मिनट रुक जाओ मैं
Great.
मेरा आवाज बंद कर दूं एक सेकंड. हाँ कब आ रहा है मेगा म्यूटू? जुलाई में. जुलाई
11 जुलाई 12 जुलाई.
15 के बाद वाला जो वीकेंड है ना उसमें अपना
There
गो
you
फेस्ट
go.
आ रहा है. तो एक मेगा म्यूटू एक्स और वाई दोनों आ रहे हैं.
Thank you so
बट द
much.
थिंग इज जिसके पास
You were a
मेगा
great
म्यूटू
help.
एक्स वाई पहले का है.
15 क्यों? 11 और 12 जुलाई.
11
Best
12
of
जुलाई.
luck.
हाँ मेरे
हाँ,
बर्थडे से
वो
पहले
तो
आ रहा है.
सच है.
सॉरी.
अच्छा अच्छा.
हाँ तो मेरे बर्थडे वैसे पहले वाला 15 से पहले वाला जो वीकेंड आ रहा है उसमें मैं ऊपर नीचे हो गया डेट थोड़ी सी.
कोई नहीं हो जाता है.
बट रॉकडिस पे
Excitement हो जाता
दिक्कत ये है कि जिसके पास पहले से म्यूटू पड़ा है, अगर आप पे पहले से हंडो है तो आपको 7500 मेगा एनर्जी करनी है
कुछ
ताकि
मेगा एनर्जी
पहली बार
और
मेगा
एक्स्ट्रा
इवॉल्व
भी
हो सके.
चाहिए.
हैं?
और एक्स्ट्रा भी चाहिए उसको मैक्स करने के लिए इंस्टेंट.
हाँ और इंस्टेंट मैक्स करने के लिए अलग लगेंगी. अगर उसी टाइम रेड करके तुम्हें आईवी मिलती है तो वो वाले तुम्हारे जल्दी हो जाएंगे. मतलब उनका 2 लेवल पहले से आएगा तो तुम्हें 1 लेवल वैसे अप करना और अब लेवल अप कर करके. और एक है कि जो एक्चुअल जो सुपर मेगा वाला एवोल्यूशन नया जो गेम ने सिस्टम डाला है वो लिमिटेड पोकेमॉन्स को दिया है सुपर मेगा. तो वो सुपर मेगा वाले फीचर से फिर उसको बिल्कुल फाइनल स्टेज पे करने के लिए.
पर वो भी है ना, मैंने पॉकेट एक्सी की वीडियो देखी थी. उसने वाई वो एक्स एंड वाई कैच करा था.
हाँ
तो बंदे का मतलब कि उसने लेवल 50 करके वो करा मेगा. मतलब उसका अच्छा नहीं था इतना, नॉर्मल आईवी का था, पर उसका 7000 सीपी गया.
हाँ
मतलब कितना वो ज्यादा मैटर एलिमेंट है.
तो वो तो होता ही है. ग्राउंडन भी तो 4000 कुछ 4500 समथिंग है. उनको भी पावर अप करते हैं तो ओमेगा करते हैं तो वो भी तो 6000 समथिंग जाते हैं.
और सीए साहब आ गए आप. अच्छा ओहो.
वापस चालू करने का फायदा है कि नहीं है? वापस चालू कर सकते हो अगर ढंग से खेलोगे तो, मतलब प्रॉपर. वापस चालू करने का तभी फायदा है जब वापस से तमीज से खेलोगे जैसे पहले खेला करते थे. टाइम पास में ना चलेगा गेम. अरे लाइव स्ट्रीम.
अरे दी भैया आज मम्मी ने डांट दिया.
मम्मी ने डांट दिया तो खाना पूरा खाना था ना भाई. क्यों छोड़ी सब्जी?
खाना नहीं यार, आज देर से आए ना तो बोल रहे थे कि इन्फॉर्म नहीं कर सकते क्या. थोड़ा बहाना देना पड़ा कि मतलब ऐसे तो बोलूंगा नहीं कि रेड्स करने गए थे 9 बजे तक.
9 बजे तक इतनी क्या रेड कर रहा था भाई? इतनी भी क्या रेड करनी पड़ गई ऋषि राम की?
ऋषि राम की नहीं, वैसे नॉर्मल शैडो डियाल का.
अरे तो वो भी आ जाएगा भाई. ये देखो दीप भाई, ये देखो कनिष्क को लीर लगा के बैठा अपने पोकी स्टॉप पे भूतनी का.
कौन सी?
नॉर्मल ल्यूर लगा के बैठा है अपने पोकी स्टॉप पे कनिष्क.
क्यों आपके घर के पास रहते हैं आपके?
2 गली छोड़ के रहता है.
अच्छा.
हमारी गलियों में सिर्फ 2 ही पोकी स्टॉप है. एक मेरे घर पे और एक उसके घर पे. बाकी अगल बगल बाहर है. टाइम पास ही खेल पाऊंगा अब तो. अरे नहीं मतलब टाइम पास तो खेलोगे, मतलब रेड वेड और ये वीकेंड में जो इवेंट आते हैं वो खेलने पड़ेंगे. मतलब बाकी तो वीकडेज में नहीं भी खेलो, टाइम पास खेलो. सिर्फ वो वेडनेसडे रेड कर ली, डेली एक रेड कर ली, उससे भी चलेगा. कभी कभार मिस हो गई वो भी चलेगा. पर बाकी वैसे तमीज से खेलना पड़ेगा. तो वीकेंड इवेंट आते हैं.
सोच रहा हूँ मेल्टन बॉक्स खोल लूं, पर अभी मन नहीं है. नहीं तो वो ड्रिफ्ट करने लग जाता है.
मैं मे बी इस वीकेंड लेवल अप हो जाऊंगा.
कौन सा?
77. 77 मेरी 15 मैक्स बैटल रहती है ना। मैं मंडे को बीच में निकल नहीं पाया था जब मैं 76 हो गया था जॉब वॉब के चक्कर में। सब
ये
कुछ
है ना
खत्म
पर
हो गया।
21 शुभ वाईटी
यस।
गिफ्ट नहीं भेजते?
गिफ्ट नहीं भेजते तुम
कब
एडिट
भेज?
नहीं होगे।
अरे एडिट हो तभी तो कह रहा हूँ।
अरे एडिट
76
हाँ हाँ
मतलब
एडिट इन
गेम
सेंस
में।
ऑफ
हाँ
मतलब हाँ, गेम में एडिट हो मतलब वो एक्नॉलेज वाली लिस्ट में एडिट नहीं हो। अपना नाम बोलो।
एपेक्स वरुण।
APEX होते
लिस्ट कैसे बनाते हैं ये?
मतलब लिस्ट मतलब ऐसा है कि मैं जिनसे ज़्यादा मिलता हूँ ना या जो मेरे को कंप्लेंट करते थे पहले की गिफ्ट नहीं खोलते मतलब
अच्छा
जैसे
तो उनको निकनेम दे दिया।
उनको निकनेम दे दिया। जैसे दीप भाई और हो गए वेदांत कह रहा हूँ विनायक भाई हो गए विशाल और हो गए अपना आनंद और हो गए। तो जिन्होंने मुझे
फिर
बोला उनको मैंने
बोलो
नाम
आगे
दे
बोलो।
रखा है।
अच्छा तो ऐसे जो मेरे मेजर है मेन उनको तो ऐसे मेरे को रखना चाहिए वैसे निकनेम से।
वो तो श्रद्धा है। देखो तुम्हारी कैसे अगर तुम्हें याद रहते हैं तो वो हैं क्योंकि मेरी फ्रेंड लिस्ट में 400 लोग हैं। अब मैं एक एक करके नाम से ढूंढूंगा तो मुझे मौत आ जाएगी।
नहीं निकनेम A to Z कर दूंगा ना फिल्टर वाला।
हाँ वो कर सकते। नहीं नहीं फिर उसके लिए भी तो तुम्हें नाम तो देखना ही पड़ेगा ना। 400 लोगों में मैं ऐसे स्क्रॉल करके लोग ढूंढूंगा वो मेरे लिए
अबे देख
मुसीबत है ना।
देख जैसे
अब
दिल्ली हो गया।
मैंने क्या कर
दिल्ली के
रखा है।
जितने भी दोस्त है तो सबको दिल्ली 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 करके कर दे।
जब
फिर
की
दिल्ली
उनकी
लिखेगा ना
बात
तो सब
थी
दिल्ली आएंगे।
डाउनलोड मार के अपने जिम का जिम पे कब्जा कर लेता हूँ। हाँ तो मैंने क्या कर रखा है पता है। मैंने क्या सब पे जिनके गिफ्ट ओपन करने हैं जो मुझे कहते थे ना गिफ्ट ओपन नहीं करते मैंने सबके नाम पे ओपन गिफ्ट लिखा हुआ है। अब मैं जाता हूँ सर्च करता हूँ ओपन गिफ्ट लिखता हूँ सारे आ गए वो जिनके गिफ्ट खोलने गिफ्ट
अच्छा
खोले
जो
गिफ्ट।
खोलते नहीं बस सेंड करते हैं उनका।
हाँ नहीं उसमें सब है कि ओपन भी करने हैं और सेंड भी करने हैं मुझे। तो जिन्होंने सेंड कर रखे हैं उनके ओपन कर लिए जिन्होंने वो नहीं है तो उनको मैंने send कर दिया। उसके बाद मैं करता हूँ सेकंड पे जाता हूँ लकी पे क्योंकि अब वो फॉरएवर फ्रेंड वाला सिस्टम आ गया है। तो उसके बाद सेकंड फिल्टर लगाता हूँ मैं लकी का। उसमें जिनको भेजने हैं भेज दिए जिनको आ रखे हैं उनके खोल लिए। उसके बाद फिर नॉर्मल अल्फ़ाबेट वाइज जब तक लिमिट रीच नहीं होती तो मैं एक दिन करता हूँ टॉप टू बॉटम और एक दिन करता हूँ बॉटम से टॉप। तो उससे होता है कि वो रोटेट होते रहेंगे बंदे।
सही है आइडिया तो सही है काफी है तो।
फिर भी तेरा गिफ्ट नहीं ओपन
Hold
करूंगा
on.
वरुण।
I see some people over there.
क्योंकि मेरी इतनी वो नहीं है ना लिमिट का नहीं है लेवल कम है।
लिमिट का नहीं है मतलब नहीं गिफ्ट तो तुम ओपन
मतलब
कर
कि
सकते हो अगर तुम्हारा बैग भर जाएगा तो वो तुम्हें हर एक गिफ्ट
I'll go-
ओपन पे 100 वो देता है सिर्फ स्टैटस।
नहीं एक्चुअली मेरा लेवल 57 है ना तो वो गिफ्ट की कैपेसिटी इतनी बड़ी नहीं है मेरी और ज्यादा थोड़ी सी रह रही है। मतलब हर लेवल वो लेवल अप होने पे वो मिलता है ना गिफ्ट की
Give him
कैपेसिटी
my
बढ़ती है ज्यादा
background.
होल्ड कर सकते हो ज्यादा रिसीव ज्यादा ओपन।
वो रैंक से होता है
वो
गो पास रैंक
गो
से।
पास की रैंक से होता है वो
Hello
नॉर्मल
there.
पोकेमोन लेवल से थोड़ी
I hope
होता है।
I'm not interrupting.
अच्छा
My friend and I are looking
अभी
for an
रीसेट
यार
हो
elderly
गया है
man
तो
who's gone missing around
वो
these
प्लेयर
parts.
है तुम्हारे नजरगढ़
Any
में।
chance I could ask you a couple
अरे
of questions?
नहीं मतलब ये भी एक मिनट रुको एक
Oh, a missing person, huh?
मिनट ये देखो
For sure.
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the
गिफ्ट के नीचे
details.
इसका मतलब फिर रुक
क्या
जाओ।
किसका मतलब कहाँ।
कह रहा देखो ये देखो।
Silver-haired
यार
guy in
क्या
a long
देखे कुछ
robe,
दिखा तो सही।
culture type with thoughtful
क्या
eyes.
देखना है
ये
हाँ?
देखो
And he's traveling
एक
alone.
सेकंड एक
और
सेकंड
ये
विशाल
देखो
भाई
ये
जा
लेवल
रहे हैं।
63 के ऊपर इंक्रीज 5 है ये।
Yeah,
कब
sounds
आ
like
रहे
the
हो तुम
kind of
दिल्ली?
guy we'd remember if we saw
भाई
him.
पता नहीं यार
He's
मैं
looking
आता हूँ तो
behind me.
फॉरवर्ड निकल जाता हूँ।
एक
अरे
सेकंड क्या दिखा रहे हो तुम।
आओ 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 गो फेस्ट के लिए आओ।
इस पे क्लिक करो ना क्या दिखा
यार
रहा
ट्राई
है।
कर रहा हूँ अभी गो फेस्ट आने का सीन
वो नहीं हो रहा ना इस पे लेवल
Your
60
friend
इंक्रीज
over
5।
there stands out a
अच्छा
lot
एक
too.
मिनट देखना पड़ेगा।
ये जो लेवल पे पहुंच जाएगा ना तो 5 गिफ्ट की लिमिट बढ़ जाएगी इसकी।
अब वही कह रहा हूँ ना मेरा अभी
Aren't you
30 तक है
Sino,
अभी
the
बिना गो
General
पास के।
Mahamatra?
ओह
Yes, that's
वो
me.
वाली
ये
गरीबी
चीज कह
मुझे
रहा हूँ।
एक्चुअली
You
कभी
don't
आई
seem
नहीं मतलब
surprised
वो
that I
मैं
recognized
हाँ
you.
वो
हाँ
हमने
लेवल
देखा
Wouldn't
नहीं।
be the
76।
first time.
हाँ
हमने देखा नहीं हम
I'm the
सीधा
one
तो
looking for the
I
सेवेंटी
have a
आए
bad
थे।
feeling about this guy.
हमने गरीबी देख के अमीरी ज्वाइन कर ली है।
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you?
कोई और आ रहा है
No
तो
need
फिर
to hide
ऐड
it.
कर दो।
I understand why
भाई
you're
जब
wary
बातें
of
करना
this.
शुरू करोगे मुझे
Still,
बता देना लाइव स्ट्रीम चल
you
रही है
can
सो।
ask me
परीक्षित
for
कह रहा
help.
था।
Do you want
हाँ
it or
परीक्षित
not?
नाम का बंदा कौन था
I
वो?
thought you were a group
अरे
of
सुन रहे हो जब कुछ
My
होगा मेरे को
henchmen
पहले
don't
बता
talk
देना
much.
ताकि मैं
डन
म्यूट
डन
कर दूँ।
डन।
Hey, hear that, guys? You're my henchmen now.
It's so
Suits
crazy.
me.
Chaos
As
Horizon
long
जो
as I
नया
get paid.
फिजिकल कार्ड निकला पोकेमॉन
All
का
right,
वो
come with me.
स्काउट नहीं कर रहा तू।
All of you.
तो थिंग्स MSRP पे मिल रही है।
Don't you want to find your friend?
अच्छा स्वप्निल वो मेरा
Silver-haired,
सामान कब आएगा? कल
long-rolled,
परसों?
culture type with thoughtful eyes?
कब आएगा ऑर्डर?
Sounds like
म्याऊं
there's a
म्याऊं आ गया,
whole
मैंने इसको
other
तो
side to
बंद कर
Cyrus
रखा
I
है।
didn't know about.
इसकी आवाज ही नहीं
So
आती।
you know where he is.
Just follow me. I'll take you to him.
कब खुद जाएगा? खुद लेके आएगा?
अच्छा परीक्षित भी आ गए। हेलो।
क्या बोला? क्या बोल रहा है? क्या क्या होगा?
लाइक मेरे दोस्त की प्रैक्टिस हो रहा है तो इसे तुम लेनी नहीं पड़ी।
साउंड बोर्ड वॉल्यूम बंद कर दो ना दोनों।
वो कॉलेज लेके आएगा ना कॉलेज से।
बीस्ट गेमिंग।
अच्छा अच्छा कॉलेज में लेके आएगा ठीक है।
Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
मैंने कुछ गलत पढ़ा है नाम
Please
में।
step back.
क्या चीज?
बीस्ट ओजी गेमिंग।
बीस्ट ओजी गेमिंग।
हाँ ये वरुण है।
हैं?
यार रात।
ये कौन है?
What is this enormous building
इसने
doing
पोकेमॉन
here?
गो लिखा मेरे को
And
legit
how was
chat
it
में।
so well hidden?
यार तो
Wait,
बंगाल।
hold on. Who are you guys really?
What's this?
पोकेमॉन मेरा जिम तो पहले से ही ब्लू है, कब्जा हो रखा है पहले
So
से
you're
ब्लू
a
पे, बस लगा दो फिर।
Good question.
विशाल भाई
यस भाई
क्या सीन है?
क्या सीन है?
डोमेन खुल गया। फक भाई।
तो बहुत बढ़िया
डोमेन
सीन
खुल
है।
गया मतलब 1 घंटे की क्वेस्ट और है। ओह माय गॉड।
दिल्ली आपको घर में नहीं रहने दे रही।
नजफगढ़ एडेड, आदित्य एडेड, बहुत सारे लोग ऐड
expecting to find in the
हुए।
क्या काम करके रहे हो?
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
ये मेरी चैट पे पता नहीं कोई बीस्ट करके आया है, तेरी पोकेमॉन गो वाली आईडी भी रेसिडू होगी हैं? अच्छा ये रॉकडी का कोई दोस्त है, ठीक है।
They must have kidnapped Cyrus.
परीक्षित भी आपको पता नहीं क्या हुआ आज?
What's
पता है
wrong?
उसे
Thinking about your professor?
उसे लाइव इंफॉर्मेशन मिली है।
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything
और
you
ये
regret.
क्या कहते हैं?
Me too.
एक
Hope I
मिनट रुक
haven't
जाओ,
done
एक मिनट रुक
anything
जाओ।
to incur your wrath.
इसको बोल रहा। ओके।
गुड क्वेश्चन है।
इसका स्ट्रीम खोल के देखता हूँ क्या बात हो जा रही है।
अरे भाई
तो जाने चाहिए होती है।
होनी चाहिए बिल्कुल होनी चाहिए।
क्या कर रहे हो?
221 अबे साले जीत गया। रुक जाओ मैं सब्सक्राइबर। अरे हाँ मिल गया मैं तो सब्सक्राइबर में।
यार ऑनलाइन आ जाओ। आ तो गए, बताओ तो क्या हो रहा है?
क्या हो रहा है? बात की तो
परीक्षित तेरी मस्त सीखो हुई है इसके स्ट्रीम में।
अच्छा
All right. You can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence.
ओबीएस
Sit
में
tight
ऑप्शन
until
नहीं
he
है
comes to grab you.
लेकिन नजफगढ़ वालों का मुंह क्यों बंद कर रखा है?
हमने खुद कर रखा है।
अच्छा
मैं इसलिए कर रखा है कि कूलर की हवा की आवाज ना आए।
नहीं आ रही भाई।
मैं खाना खा रहा हूँ।
नहीं पास में बैठा हूँ ना, ठंड गर्मी लग रही है मेरे को।
नहीं आ रही भाई आवाज कूलर की तरह।
अब देखो अब आ रही है।
They were obviously counting on us showing up.
कूलर के अंदर फोन डाल दे।
So this is the Temple of Silence.
मतलब नहीं आ रही ना, मैं पास बैठा हूँ उसके काफी।
परीक्षित योर लाइव योर वॉइस चैट इज लाइव फॉर इसके।
विशाल के डैड का चीची।
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
कहाँ पे स्ट्रीम कर रहा है? शो
Look around.
We are back with the audio. मैंने ऑडियो बंद कर दी थी. Everything silent. हाँ. अरे वो मेरे को ऑडियो सेटिंग थोड़ी सी मैंने फकअप कर रखी थी. फकअप तो नहीं, मैंने कभी चेंज नहीं करी थी, तो उनकी डिस्कॉर्ड की आवाज़ आ रही थी, उसमें वो थोड़ा सा डिस्कस भी करेंगे अपना कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट, तो म्यूट कर दिया था. 1920 आ गई. हाँ मैंने म्यूट कर दिया था, मैंने म्यूट कर दिया ग्रुप लीव करके.
You have questions for me?
1920 अल्ट्राबॉट्स हैं, कहाँ यूज़ करूँ? अरे अभी 20 जून को सीडी आ रहा है सर. 20 जून को सीडी आ रहा है फ्रिज वैक्स का.
Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors.
माइक खुलते ही गा.
Yes, that was me.
20 जून को सीडी है, सीडी पे यूज कर लेना.
Is a stretch.
उसकी है फ्रिज वैक्स का. फ्रिज वैक्स तो पता ही है ना आपको, वो आइस ड्रैगन.
No. That's
Sexy
not
वाला.
Of course.
Why did Cyrus...
You'll have to ask him that one. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. What kind of question is that? He's the General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to. Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money.
थोड़ा सा धारी पे चाहिए सामान तो मेरे से ले लेना. सर मेरे बैक स्टोरेज 5000 है, ठीक है. मेरे पास करंटली अभी 800 ग्रेट बॉल हैं और 500 अल्ट्रा बॉल हैं. मैं पोकीबॉल खत्म कर देता हूँ क्योंकि मुझे भी गो प्लस नहीं मिला. गो प्लस मेरे को खरीदना है. मेरे को ग्लो प्लस मिल गया, या मैं इन गेम गो प्लस जो पोकेमॉन गो वाले इन गेम गो प्लस डालने वाले हैं, ताकि वो गो प्लस बनाने का झंझट ना हो. जो गेम खेलेगा जिसको खरीदना है उधर से खरीद लो.
Certain things I can't answer for.
बट वही है, वो गो फेस्ट के बाद करेंगे. मतलब ऐसे हवा में लीक तक पे आया था. अभी कितना सच है कितना झूठा है, I don't know. वेटिंग की आ जाए. मंथली चार्जेस और डिपेंड करता है कितना का आएगा कितना का क्या नहीं आएगा. तो देख वो तो वेट करना पड़ेगा. अच्छा फिर पाइनअप की बात आती है, तो मेरे पे 400 पाइनअप, 500 गोल्डन रेस और 400 सिल्वर पाइनअप है. उसके अलावा मेरे पास 140 इंसेंस पड़े हैं, 100 स्टार पीसीस पड़े हैं और 80 लकी एग पड़े हैं. इधर किससे साइनो से बात करनी है, ठीक है. उसके बाद मेरे पास 400 रेयर कैंडी हैं. So basically कोई भी लेजेंडरी आएगा इंस्टेंट यू लेवल 40.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess.
50 के एक्सेल लगेंगे. एक्सेल अभी है नहीं. मेरे पास करीबन 100 कितने हैं, 107 रेड पासेस पड़े हैं. इंक्यूबेटर नहीं है, इंक्यूबेटर में 4-5 ही हैं.
Still, at this point,
बाकी फिर ल्यूल मॉडर है मेरे पास 70 पास. एलीट टीएम, एलीट फास्ट टीएम, एलीट चार्ज टीएम, ये दोनों 15-15 पड़े हैं. मैंने ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करे. न्यू फ्रेंडशिप लेवल आ गया है इसमें. यस, न्यू फ्रेंडशिप लेवल से ये है कि आप फॉरएवर फ्रेंड रहोगे. तो सपोज कल को आप अनफ्रेंड भी हो जाते हो तो वो फ्रेंड हमेशा रहेंगे हम. सेकेंडली उसमें हम लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रेड कर सकते हैं, विच मीन्स अगर आप वो फ्रेंडशिप लेवल हिट कर दोगे तो आप एक लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रेड हिट कर सकते हो. लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस कितना भी दूर डिस्टेंस हो बंदे से, वो पोकेमॉन सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो आप अपनी लॉबी में और उनसे ट्रेड कर सकते हो EGPG. तो मैं आजकल यही करता हूँ कि पहले जो अपने लोकल हैं जितने बंदे जिनके साथ मैं रोज खेलने वाला सीन है, जैसे विशाल हो गया, जिन सर हो गए, उदित सर हो गए, 2-4 लोग और हो गए, तो उन सबको मैंने एक टैग दे दिया, तो उनके गिफ्ट डेली खुलते हैं और उनको गिफ्ट भी डेली भेजते हैं. उसके बाद मैं लकी फ्रेंड और जो जापानी और 2-4 मतलब वैसे दोस्त हैं जो मेरे ऑफशोर वाले मतलब बाहर वाले. क्या कहते हैं उन्हें?
प्रोफेसर.
ओवरसीज वाले. यस, याद आ गया. तो ओवरसीज वालों को मैं फिर फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट और वो सब भेज देता हूँ.
Watch what you're doing.
Oh, my apologies. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now the time has come to demand payment. I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me, but you got here so quickly. Just leave, Sino. This is a matter between us two old men. You're all too young to get involved.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Some things in life catch up with you. No matter what you do, you shouldn't have come. That alone brought the others.
Sino didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children. You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you all but became one of us. You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis' might? And the wielder of his power?
Does he mean you?
देखते हैं कितना दिन खेल पाता हूँ। अरे चिल करके खेला करो, डेली इंसेंस यूज करो, बस उससे ज़्यादा मत खेलो। मतलब वो डिपेंड करता है, उससे होगा कि ज़्यादा खेल भी पाओगे एंड मन भी नहीं करेगा इंस्टॉल करने का। मैं तो legit इतना ही खेलता हूँ, मतलब दिन का 1 घंटा।
When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together.
COC में नहीं, COC के टैग सुबह होंगे, इस टाइम तो मेरी स्ट्रीम टाइम है। इस टाइम सिर्फ स्ट्रीम को टाइम देता हूँ मैं, एंड थोड़ा बहुत जैसे बात करनी है तो वैसे टाइम देता हूँ मैं। उसके अलावा मैं कहीं टाइम नहीं देता।
Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waiting.
सुबह मस्त फ्रेश आराम
Moon
से
proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis into the bodies
मतलब तब तक मैं देख लूँगा ना
of
किस लेवल पे आ गए।
If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These 2 children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis' power.
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels. The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the second stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively,
कि मैं
we
पहले
could
एंड्रॉइड सोच
implant
रहा था,
each
बट मेरे को
fragment
एंड्रॉइड
in a
जितना महंगा
different
पड़ेगा,
vessel
आई
at the
फील लाइक
same
मैं
time
2-5 हज़ार रुपये
and
लेके
compare their
आप
effects.
आईपैड ही ले लूँगा.
But
That
as I
will
was
be like
deliberating,
almost
both
same
bar fragments
and
suddenly
better
became
option
active.
to be honest for live
They
streams.
glowed
So.
with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good. Our two vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since. I have always wanted to see you, Sino. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. I'm an old man now anyway. But you cannot lift a finger against Sino. He is the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Academia.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Sino, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord. You and he, Sethos, you were our final hope.
You'd like me to return my power?
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to reclaim it.
That power is not yours to reclaim.
You are wrong. Sino
आज
was
बैठ के मैं
chosen,
सोच रहा
so
हूँ चैनल
those
की
I
भी सफाई करूँगा
despise
आज
may
या कल
only
में.
want.
चैनल की सफाई इन मतलब
So what you're
पुरानी जितनी
saying-
वीडियो है ना जो
He
एक
is
साल
no
से पहले
longer
की
a
डली
small
है वो सारी
child.
डिलीट कर दूंगा चैनल से
Both my
ताकि
heart and
चैनल
mind-
साफ सुथरा रहे और
I
सारा
know.
नया वॉश
Sorry to interrupt. Say that Sino refuses to return his power. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping...
Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide.
Hope so, hope so.
Perhaps this very day we'll...
Cough, cough. He dead? He do be dead.
Why is he coughing so much? He looks like he's in really bad.
Pamoon, you...
Take our leader back to his room. Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in... I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. I'm not like my grandfather, but I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige, and changed things almost beyond recognition. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now I'm giving the rest of you yours.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Bamoon in his younger years. I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the academia once more?
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus.
Tainari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And that's how it was always going to be. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor, correct?
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration.
I won't forsake my professor, nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later. Give me one night to make my decision.
That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict, Sino. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so I'll be escorting him back now. Are you sure about negotiating with him?
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
Alright, well, don't put too much pressure on yourself, Sino. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
फर्स्ट ओवर में फुल पिटाई डन. नाइस. बढ़िया. ये नंबर काम किया. एक सेकंड. कैन आई टेलीपोर्ट टू लैंड ऑफ द यहीं पे कर रहा हूँ. खुद से चला जाऊंगा मैं. ये रहा रास्ता. हमारे तक
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, the power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So...
You're not gonna give in to their demands.
No. So I will challenge them head on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have... I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
Sethos.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt...
Only one way to...
Follow me. Keep your voices down.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and he appears to have regretfully, I must...
Yeah.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for them here. But you also see things differently. So tell me how we can end this.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but...
You're right.
Hello, Nicha ji.
I accept, Sino. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the rite he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved that group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence. And the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding...
Sounds very fit.
As a fellow vest 3 against 3. However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Sino, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward.
None needed. we're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win,
it's a deal.
I guess like I will end here today. मेरा मन नहीं और करने का. What I will do? Let's see. मेरे पे रोल तो मिले नहीं मेरे को क्योंकि स्टोरी क्वेस्ट में XP किताबें मिल रही हैं. तो मैं निकोल पे 10 पुल कर रहा हूँ. So it is I am just going berserk, baby. Nah. Why this game hates me so much? Why? Prone, please. Prone. अब कहाँ गई? What's up? Oh, let's go. I'll take her all day long. That's the only thing I got. That's not so good. It's okay. Prone की टाइपिंग क्या है? मेरे को एक्चुअली प्रोन की टाइपिंग नहीं पता. प्रोन एनिम अच्छा मैंने वो कर रखा ना बहुत ज़्यादा. I think he using earlier, so why not invest for the future? फार्मिंग करनी पड़ेगी इसके लिए मेरे को. हाँ 7 ले. टैलेंट्स होमवर्क अच्छा थोड़ा सा कर लेंगे बाद में. भी तो हो गया मेरा आज का. देखो अगर ज़्यादा बात नहीं करते तो this will be the last and
well,
we can close.
After how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way.
Exactly.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
Those who are new, I can see for some reason I have 25 watching.
And neither
those
shall
who are
I.
new and
The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons,
make sure
fell
that you
out with
guys
the civilization of the
well,
rainforest.
I have a new plan.
It's
on
just as
600
Dia
subscriber,
said.
I will be giving up
Prejudice
a
has
welcome.
pushed people apart.
Those who don't play Genshin
But
Impact,
there must be
so
personal
for them
factors
there
at
will
work
be
here
a
too.
450 rupees voucher.
I
And
can't shake the
at
feeling that Balmung cares for many more things than he lets on.
That my monetization
And I don't
turns
think
on.
that Sethos
I'll
is any
give
kind of villain.
few more welcome giveaways.
He's just doing what he thinks is best.
Make sure you stay tuned.
Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Easy. अभी कल लड़ाई करना चाहते हैं. कौन सा सीज बेस्ट है ड्रैगन राइडर के लिए? मैं देखो एक सीज मेरी क्लैन कासल में पड़ी होगी. दैट इज द बेस्ट सीज जो एकदम नई लेटेस्ट वाली जो आई है. सबसे नई वाली सीज इज द बेस्ट सीज फॉर हिम द ड्रैगन राइडर्स. द बेस्ट थीमिंग एक्चुअली वही है.
We We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decisions, Ethos.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just
representing the academia,
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelist.
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. She's very strong. Sending her out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we. Let's begin.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Don't forget, safety first! Hey, you there! You better play nice with her, or Paimon will make you regret it!
A little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Hey! Scatter!
A swift end to the first bout. When you're both ready.
Let's begin.
Watch out!
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Thus ends the...
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the fine when you're both...
I am... For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a... We earnest now. I will...
I am Sino. And you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel.
Everyone. Oh, my grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who has... But our faith has held us back for too long. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free. Then I thought of you, Sino. You and I both wield the same power. At the live, each Both, I once thought that...
I am more than just a warrior.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us. So show me your answer, Sino. Show me I can be more than my faith. More than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become! Bring it on!
Cutscene? Maybe? Yep.
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer?
अच्छा खासा आराम से रेंज बिट कर रहा हूँ उसको.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader. Sethos, I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamoon never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more...
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become... That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentioned that way. Had you won, and were I to win, he knew that his plan meant...
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all of... You're absolutely right. Thank you for everything, Sina. The Temple of Silence, but you must be... By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluca Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians, and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room.
If it's true...
Someone's got to make... I will make a detailed report on all... I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to if we're going to work together.
I will. All right.
See you soon. Come hang out with us,
What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning and sage a one-man suicide mission,
All right, all right.
नहीं ये
Honestly,
उसकी
the way
क्या
you're
नाम
going
है
off on me, it's like you wish
साइनो की
you'd
स्टोरी
been there
क्वेस्ट
to
आर्कन
lend a
क्वेस्ट मैंने
hand.
खत्म कर दी
Does it mean nothing to you that I'm
आर्कन
your
क्वेस्ट इज
colleague?
ओवर बेबी
I've gotten...
What do you
स्टोरी
mean?
क्वेस्ट कर
Okay,
रहा हूँ मैं एक्चुअली
Tainari's master is really laying
मेरी
into
दो स्टोरी
Cyrus.
क्वेस्ट रह गई है 5-स्टार कैरेक्टर की तो एक
Professor brought this on
तुम्हारा
himself.
साइनो रहता है एक मेरा वो
Don't
रहता
pay
है
any
क्या नाम
attention to him.
है विजुरियो मैं सोच रहा था आज कर दूंगा बट ये साइनो वाली इतनी लंबी हो
Wow,
गई अब
I haven't seen Master get
Visual
this
की गल
riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the
उसके बाद मेरे
situation's
4 रह
resolved.
जाएंगी कैरेक्टर
Want to come
4
with
रह
me?
जाएंगी 4-स्टार कैरेक्टर
We can
की
go
जो
for dinner
स्टोरी क्वेस्ट
afterwards.
होती हैं
My
and
treat.
then I'm done with the
You
story
in?
quest और उसके बाद
Makes
साइड के
sense.
साइड मिशंस जो होते हैं वो
I'm in.
बचेंगे I'm planning to completely 100% Genshin Impact क्योंकि बहुत हो गया भाई ये खत्म करूंगा जल्दी
Hey, Kale.
और फिर और गेम स्टोरी वाले खेलूंगा
You're
तो घर वाले नहीं है तो मैं लंबी स्ट्रीम्स कर सकता हूँ तो लंबी
Well,
स्ट्रीम
look who we
करके
have here.
चैनल
Would
ग्रो
you
करना
mind
है
explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
अच्छा बाकी तूने
That does
आफ्टर
not
आया है तो
answer
मैंने
my
एक चीज
question.
सोची है मैं
How could you be so careless?
क्योंकि
That
वापस से
goes for
चैनल
you as
मेरा दिख
well.
रहा है मुझे ग्रो
Yes,
होता हुआ तो मैंने
and you
सोचा है कि
too.
600 सब्सक्राइबर
When
पे
you
I
run into
will have
problems, you
a
really ought to
welcome
ask for
giveaway.
help, you know? I've been around the
और
block.
जो गेंशिन नहीं
Don't
खेल
you
रहा है
think it would
जिनके
have
लिए
made sense to
वेलकम नहीं
involve
है वो
me?
मेरे से 450
And
रुपए ले
let's
लो
not forget, I know the
Now would
One of
not
the
be a
same
good
thing, because
time.
450 का वेलकम मिल जाता है
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of...
Kale, please do something.
Say, Madame Farazan, I can see... Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madame Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Kale! Cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right! What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
खत्म ही नहीं हो रही इसकी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ना खत्म होके दे रही भाई दुखी कर दिया इसने मेरे को अलग ही I'll just at least do one story question before sleeping, so make sure कि sign हो जाए कम से कम sign हो जाए.
We're just reorganizing all the...
There's no rush. My sincere thanks.
Yes, with your...
I see.
And it sounds like they managed...
That day will come. Now, as a token of my appreciation...
Yeah, sounds great.
Sure.
I think I'm close. 12:15 तक हो गया तो ठीक है. Then otherwise I will end and मैं कल stream करूँगा. To be honest.
And then the traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold. Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts. Whoa.
A truly...
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Sino.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for one.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all...
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work process.
Kale's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's... Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a...
Do you 3 have... If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
second I was lost.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place! We're so high up!
Need any help? As you wish.
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Traveler. Turn around. This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Our gifts help us to find...
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework.
Stats was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Those were good times.
They're yapping in 3 minutes.
Then make it...
I'll just skip. I don't want to listen. I think
you get
okay.
Okay.
Good to go from here. The story was main thing and
Hey, you're not supposed to jump down.
Bam.
Be careful.
It ends. Please say it ends, please. Are you fucking serious? Like...
Oh my...
Professor.
Sino. Just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some
old photos?
Can you believe it? I was at the academia earlier today. Oh, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one.
Yep. Looks like her work, all right.
And this one.
Oh, cheeky.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, hey, at moments like this, I can't pretend I'm a good person. Bamoon had every reason to despise me. And well, so... I've dreamt of that place many times after... Oh, you've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips, too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
Huh, that's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadi.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
And we are end with the Sino quest. Perfect. 5 no here, 6 here. I will do one more and tomorrow, and we will do 10 more pulls. And I need to character upgrade है तो मेरा बचा। इसको तो मैं नहीं करूँगा 2 लेवल अप, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। कैंडिस भी नहीं होगी 2 लेवल अप, उल्टा जाना पड़ेगा मुझे एक्चुअली फिर यहाँ से, क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी सारे 90 कर चुका। Those who are stuck on 70 उनको करना पड़ेगा। फिर चल हाँ मोना, we can do मोना। मोना अप हो जाएगी तो काम हो जाएगा। निंगवांग हो रखी है, निंगवांग को सिर्फ लेवल अप करना रहता है। So let's do that. Boom, निंगवांग is good to go. मिका हो रखा है, हॉररन हो रखा है, बेडू हाँ मोना पे एक मिलेगा, प्रून पे एक मिलेगा, इस पे एक मिलेगा। सो लेट्स सेंड सेतोस। सेतोस क्या रहा हूँ, हेजो मोना 40, मोना ऑन 70 इज क्रेजी। मोना मुझे अगर वैसे तू वैसे कह रहा है कि क्यों नहीं हुई अपग्रेड, सो टू बी ऑनेस्ट मोना मुझे लिजिट 3 महीने पहले मिली है। मेरे पास उससे पहले मोना मोना था ही, मोना थी ही नहीं। मुझे 3 महीने पहले मोना मिली और उसके बाद मैंने एक इवेंट से फिर मोना निकाली है। तो बेसिकली मेरे पास मोना अभी आई है, लाइक इसी साल आई है। भाई 100 होनी चाहिए, 100 ये रही ना, 100 दिखाता हूँ तुम्हें 100। ये लो 100, 200 दिखाऊं, 200 200 देखोगे अब 200, ये देखो 200 मेरे को जीन और इसके कॉन्स्टलेशन नहीं मिले मोना के, लाइक जो 2 स्टार्टर पैक अच्छे थे, बट ठीक है आई विल टेक चीची, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम विद चीची टू बी ऑनेस्ट। अच्छा अभी मैं कहाँ था, मैं लेवल अप कर रहा था ना। फ्री के प्राइमस कहाँ से मिलेंगे, सेतोस से नहीं मिलेंगे, मोना से एक मिलेगा मुझे, ठीक है प्रून से एक मिलेगा, पुरोन काम करने पड़ेंगे, ठीक है कर लूँगा, कल करते हैं। मेरे को सोना है, मेरे को निन्नू आ रही है, ये भी हो जाएगा। चौंगिंग कर लूँगा मैं कल, लीसा भी कर सकता हूँ, लीसा इज़ अ गुड कैरेक्टर। लीसा का तो आराम से जाएगा अभी में। आओ लीसा के कलेक्ट करते हैं। मीका है ना हमारे पास, हाँ ठीक है, मीका से मीका लगा के इजी। मीका इज क्रायो राइट, या
My lance and crossbow.
अच्छा ऊपर टेलीपोर्टर है तो सही है, ओके। मुझे टेलीपोर्टर दिखाई नहीं, वो फूट के नीचे दबा हुआ था भाई। जी मैंने अभी राइस बनाए थे, मेरे थोड़े से राइस रह गए, मुझे राइस भी खाने हैं। फेंकूंगा नहीं मैं, गलती से ज़्यादा हो गया। तो आज इस बार मैं कोई दूसरे राइस लाया था। क्या है? अरे
Cleanup sequence initiated.
वैसे तो 12:30 होने वाले हैं, मुझे सो जाना चाहिए, मुझे 5:30 उठना होता है। ये करके सो जाऊंगा, ये कैरेक्टर को लेवल अप करके। भाई इसके लिए इतना पहाड़ चढ़ा मैंने। किसका लेवल अप देख रहा था मैं, तो ये भी भूल गया, पर टू बी ऑनेस्ट अभी लीसा ना, हाँ लीसा 5 और चाहिए, ठीक है, विच मींस 2 सेट और चाहिए मुझे बेसिकली। दैट इज 1 2 3 4 9 8 जस्ट 1 मोर। Now I can level up Lisa. Easy. क्यों कर रहा हूँ? क्योंकि मेरे पे मोरा बहुत है, मेरे पे आइटम बहुत है, मेरे को लेवल अप करके एक रोल मिल जाएगा। यानसन 60 ही है, करीब यानसन 60 है। यानसन करते हैं, डोरी भी कर सकता हूँ मैं, सेतोस भी हो सकता है लेवल अप, नाइस। अच्छा वी बैक टू कम टू बिजनेस है ना। एम्बर कर सकता हूँ मैं, लीसा मैंने कर दी ना, अब लीसा नहीं होगी तो यहाँ पे याओ याओ भी हो रखी है। थोमा कर सकता हूँ, थोमा हो सकता है, अभी कर सकते हैं थोमा भी। एम्बर नहीं हो सकती, एम्बर क्यों नहीं हो सकती? अच्छा ठीक है, एम्बर हो जाएगी। अच्छा जी, काफी सारे और नहीं करे मैंने लेवल अप टू बी ऑनेस्ट। इट्स ओके, वी आर डन फॉर द डे। भाई कितने कोने पे आ गए मैं वर्ल्ड में। आई डोंट नीड मोर, आई जस्ट मार्क इट एज स्टॉप मार्किंग। Go to Mondstadt, teleport, and we are done for the day. We are done for the day actually. I am going. नौ रोल यहाँ हो गए मेरे पास, 9 रोल यहाँ हो गए। सो बेसिकली कल मैं इन दोनों पे 10-10 रोल करके 20 रोल यहाँ पे कर दूंगा, तो जो कुछ मिलेगा वी विल सी टुमारो। सो गुड नाइट गाइस, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन।